Our guest for the show on tomorrow's bets, Foram Parekh, fundamental analyst and at Indiabulls Ventures, is joining us on the show. Foram, do you see opportunities in these volatile times, or are you suggesting that we sit on cash and at least until after the election results are out?
Well, I would say that one should start investing because we have seen a very good earnings season. We have seen all the top large cap companies, especially in the Nifty 50 zone across the sectors, be it like the banks, IT, cement, FMCG, all have reported very good set of numbers. So I would say that we have undergone a very good correction in the last week, and now that we have also validated very good set of earnings, so I feel better quality stocks are available at attractive valuations. Hence, I would say one should definitely start investing, although in a staggered manner, and then can aggressively start investing post the outcome of the election results. But then I would say one should not sit on cash and start investing in the likes of HDFCs and Bajaj Finance, Titan, which continues to do good even in a weak set of markets.
Investing in a staggered manner right now and then pick up momentum right after the election results are out. Of course, the outcome of the election results is the mainstay as far as the markets are concerned, and we'll see exactly how that goes for them. But look at this one group of stocks today. It has been raining gains for Tata Group stocks in trade today. There is Tata Global to speak about. Tata Chemicals today also surging in trade, and this as the group has approved a mega merger. Tata Chemicals transferring its entire food and beverage business to Tata Global, where shareholders are going to get 114 shares of Tata Global for every 100 shares that they hold in Tata Chemicals. And if you think consumption is hitting a slowdown, you should take a look at Tata's jewelry piece, Titan. Now that stock has been glittering in trade today. The stock has hit an all-time high of 1,183.7 in trade. It has been showing consistent growth. It's up 8% for a week and 26% on a year-to-date basis. And even the automaker, Tata Motors, has surged more than 3 percentage points in trade. Though when you look at the picture over a month's time, the stock has taken a cut of almost 24%. So that's the story on Tata Group stocks Forum. If you can give us a quick take on Tata Chemicals, on Tata Global, on Titan and Tata Motors, what do you suggest one does with these stocks?
Yeah, so I'm very happy with the kind of decision which the new management has taken of demerging Tata Consumers business from Tata Chemicals and merging it with Tata Globals. I think with this, one can focus purely on the chemical side with respect to Tata Chemicals and enjoy the pure chemical valuations with regards to Tata Chemicals. And with respect to Tata Global, I think, Tata Consumer has been doing very well, and which it will also merge in Tata Global's, P&L. So it will now enjoy full-fledged, FMCG's valuation. If we look at it, the FMCG peers, all are trading at attractive or rather rich valuations, which Tata Global Beverages was not able to enjoy, which I feel post this merger, it will now start enjoying the FMCG kind of valuations. So I feel there is huge value unlocking both for Tata Chemicals and Tata Global Beverages shareholders. So it's a step taken in the right decision. With regards to Titan, I am very bullish on Titan because even in a higher base, company continues to report very good set of numbers in all its segment, be it the jewelry segment, eyewear segment, the watches. All are doing extremely well, and there are no signs of slowdown, though consumption has taken a hit. But then we feel that once consumption demand starts picking up post the clarity of the election results, and once the monsoon is normal, we feel that demand would still grow up, be it a festive season or a non-festive season. Jewelry segment is bound to grow. Hence, Titan is definitely justifying its rich valuations, and augurs a very good buy in this kind of market where other stocks are taking a beating. So Titan is also a buy. With regards to Tata Motors, I would have a cautious view because there are a lot of negative news coming between the US and the China trade wars. So I think Jaguar's key market being the Chinese economy, the China region, it is definitely bound to take a setback, and that is why I would stay away from Tata Motors. If we look at the domestic business also for Tata Motors, passenger vehicle number isn't coming that robust. Even commercial vehicle numbers are, on a disappointment set. So hence, Tata Motors from the entire Tata Group, I would have, cautious approach, whereas the rest of the Tata Group, be the Titan, TCS, Tata Global or Tata Chemical, I would have a positive outlook.
Then what about the financials? Because today we've seen the Bajaj twins in form. They have led the up move for the entire financial universe. We've seen a strong set of numbers come in for Bajaj Finance. The stock has gained over 4 percentage points, and even Bajaj Finserv has seen this upsurge. But when you look at the financial universe today, there are the private banking counters, Axis, ICICI, Kotak. They've all seen gains, and these gains are near the 1.5 percentage mark today. But a Yes Bank, of course, that continued its downtrend. It was the top loser on the Nifty. IndusInd has also fallen today by about 1.5 percentage points. And from the PSU banking universe, there is Bank of India to speak about. The stock has reacted to its earnings. We've seen gains come in of 2 percentage points over there. So we had a chance to speak to the management at Bank of India. They gave us an outlook of their business going ahead, considering that they've hit black again. Listen in to what they've said to us.
Since we are comfortable capital, comfortable asset quality, comfortable in our slippage ratio, so we'll be very judiciously and we'll be growing maybe around to 12-15% in the year going ahead. FY20, where I am very much hopeful because the economy is growing, and after these new changes in government, definitely there will be further focus on growth in economy and macros, and whatever reforms have taken place, those reforms have stabilized. And in our books, our book is very robust today. So we'll be in a position to capture the market in the right way and grow in the right way also.
It's a positive kind of reaction that we're getting from the management of Bank of India. Foram, do these results of this counter in the PSU banking universe inspire some confidence within the PSU banking stocks as opposed to what you see among private banks today or NBFCs? When you come to your immediate bets in the financial universe, which are your top picks?
Yeah, so we have seen good set of numbers coming out from Bank of India. Even from the entire PSU pack, if you see, comparatively, most of the PSU banks have reported very good set of numbers post the recapitalization, and many banks have reported lower provisions as well with regard, and also lower asset quality. But I would still want to skew towards, the private banks or the regional banks over PSU banks, because I feel, we need to still have clarity, more than clarity, we need to see continuity in this good performance, because even if we see SBI management, have been reporting for many quarters now that the worst is over, and then, some kind of whipsaws do come in. So I feel that at this kind of juncture where I have better stocks available at attractive valuations, I would want to skew towards them. From the regional bank, I would want to park my money in Federal Bank, in RBL Bank, DCB Bank also looks good. From the private sector banks, the likes of HDFC, Kotak Bank, whose loan book growth continues to grow at 20% on a higher base rate, with a good NIM of 4%. So I think at this juncture, these are the banks that I would want to, look at with over, PSU banks. And also with regards to NBFC, Bajaj Finance reported extremely good set of numbers on a higher base, and it continues to report very good set of numbers. So it infuses confidence that yes, it can, sustain its up move, and it is justifying its, premium valuations. So Bajaj Finance also I would want to enter even at current market price if anyone has not entered, and both Bajaj Finance and Finserv looks good. So these would be my bets from the financial space.
All right, so that's within the financial universe, but interesting moves coming in the media pack. After yesterday's cuts that we saw, the Nifty Media Index has seen a bounce back in trade. It was the top sectoral gainer, and it closed with gains of 2.5 percentage points, and mainly driven by Zee Entertainment. It's seen an uptake, a remarkable one of nearly 8 percentage points. The counter has been a top gainer on the Nifty today, but besides that, within the media universe, you're watching a Dish TV and Inox Leisure as well. As far as the exhibition business is concerned, there is also PVR to speak about. These were the other gainers within the media pack. Hathway and Den Networks, these were the top losers. Those two have seen cuts of more than 4.5 percentage point each. So Foram, are you seeing value in Zee Entertainment at the moment? Because more or less, it has become a benchmark in at least that end of the media business. So there are questions about advertising revenue, about subscriptions, but does that make more sense, or do the exhibitors like an Inox, a PVR make more sense, where we see films like an Avengers Endgame make the box office jingle in recent times, and the lineup looks promising. So where would you park your money in the media universe, if at all?
Yeah, so I would park my money in the likes of PVR or Inox Leisure over Zee Entertainment. No wonder Zee Entertainment has come out with very good set of numbers. Financials are extremely good, but we see a lot of issues on the promoter side. Every other day we see on the BSE exchange promoter giving clarifications on some or the other news rumors. So at this kind of juncture where market is extremely critical, tomorrow if we do not have a favorable outcome of the elections, we might see a steep correction on the broader level of the market, and these kind of stocks which are facing promoter issues would be the first one to get beaten down. Hence these are very risky bets, I would say. Hence I would still not want to go and park my money in Zee Entertainment. No doubt it's trading at extremely attractive valuations, but then I would want to park my money in safe bets like PVR, which is doing extremely good, adding new screens and good realizations, good margins both from the value added products and the traditional business. We have good set of movies line up, so everything is good about the PVR. Management is extremely positive on the business outlook, so I would also want to recommend PVR over Zee Entertainment.
All right, Foram, here's where we take a little breather on this edition of Tomorrow's Bets. When we return, we talk about earnings that you need to keep your radar on for tomorrow. Bajaj Auto and Dr. Reddy's are going to report numbers. We'll talk about those in just a moment. Do stay with us. We'll be right back. Hello again, you're with us on Tomorrow's Bets here on BTVi. Let's talk about Hindalco, the company that posted fourth quarter numbers today. The company reporting a 37% decline in their standalone profit. Their margins to have seen some amount of contraction. Foram, in light of the meltdown one has seen in the global commodity basket and the buzz that's picking up on further slowdown, what do you make of the prospects of Hindalco, both with its aluminium and copper players? How do you think this stock is likely to do?
Yeah, so we have seen fairly in line set of numbers with regards to Hindalco. Of course, copper business did not come that nice, as compared to what aluminum business has reported. But then we give them a benefit of doubt that the volatility in the commodity prices did exist on account of US, China trade wars. As a result, we feel that numbers are very much in line, and most of the business, 60% of the EBITDA of Hindalco comes from Novaris and LRS, which has reported very good set of numbers in a couple of days back. So that is why we feel that stock has taken a breather, and it's it managed to end in green. So we feel that aluminum business would continue to do good. Volumes might not pick up on account of optimum utilization of capacity, but then having said that, I think it's trading at attractive valuations, and the LRS business is doing really very good. We still need to hear management's commentary, and I think I would still continue to buy Hindalco even at current market price.
Fair enough. So that's the story on Hindalco. But what about the pharma universe? There's Dr. Reddy's Labs. This is a company that's going to post fourth quarter numbers tomorrow. We're expecting a strong quarter for the most part. And this, of course, aided by a low base. Profits and margins for DRL, they're both expected to show some significant expansion. Again, on the back of new launches in the US market. But that's where the worry area is. Their offerings, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories offerings in the biosimilar space are set to help revenue growth this time around. So what are your own expectations for when you look at Dr. Reddy's laboratories? Because when you talk about the pharma universe, there are concerns on the legal action against a slew of Indian pharma companies. US FDA worries, clearly they still stand right now. So there are certain headwinds that the pharma sector is not coming out of. Within that space, do you prefer stocks like Dr. Reddy's laboratories for the current valuations that they offer?
Yes, Dr. Reddy's has been reporting very good set of numbers. Even last quarter, the company did report good set of numbers, and we expect company to report good set of numbers tomorrow as well. Of course, the worries are there with regards to the pricing war, and all these things would continue. But then we feel that, from the entire pharma pack which has been beaten down, we would want to continue with the likes of APIs and, life science ingredient business. Hence, we would continue to stay bullish on Jubilant Life Science. This company is also going to report good set of numbers tomorrow, and we expect that company would report almost 25% growth on a bottom line. Jubilant Life Science has done extremely well in the past, and it will continue its up move. Also, Jubilant Life Science has done a good acquisition in the US, which remains immune to pricing wars, because it is not just dependent on one generics but multiple generics. So I would want to shift my focus from large cap pharma space to mid cap pharma space. And that is why, with the likes of Divi's, Jubilant Life Science, I would want to be bullish on these kind of pharma over the likes of Sun Pharma and Glenmark.
Fair enough, Foram. That does come as sage advice. But also within the auto pack, there is Bajaj Auto that's going to announce fourth quarter earnings tomorrow. Their net profit is seen taking a hit this time by over 2 percentage points, largely in line with the kind of slump that we're seeing in the auto sector. We're also expecting an 8% jump on their revenues. But on EBITDA margins, we're seeing them shrink to 16.6% versus the 19.8% that they reported earlier. But overall, a muted quarter is what we are expecting from this two-wheeler maker. Where do your expectations come on Bajaj Auto, Foram? Do you think that within the entire automotive universe that is currently seeing a slowdown, the two-wheeler industry could perhaps see an uptake? And within that space, do you think Bajaj Auto could be a stock that you would favor?
Yes, so we also feel that Bajaj Auto would take a hit on the margins and on the bottom line. But if we look at the monthly sales numbers from the entire universe of automobiles, two-wheelers have been reporting good set of numbers. And in particular, Bajaj Auto has always continued to report good set of numbers. Hence, we feel that the top line would grow by around, 9-10%. And but because of the raw material prices and increase in the raw material prices, we feel EBITDA would take a hit, margins would take a hit. So what needs to be wait and watch is the management's outlook. If they have any new models in the pipeline, how do they look at the their key export markets of African region, Sri Lankan region. So all management commentary is very important. Having said that, we would also want to wait and watch how the monthly numbers pans out to be, because we feel that once the election result is out, consumption is going to be back on track, and that is why two-wheelers would be the first in the automobile space to see a pickup in the demand, which augurs a good buying opportunity for Bajaj Auto at current market price. Even valuations are at attractive levels. It's trading at fair P multiple. So I would want to go ahead and buy Bajaj Auto even at current market price.
Besides Dr. Reddy's Laboratories and Bajaj Auto, there is a slew of earnings that are going to come out tomorrow. There is Indian Oil Corporation, that's on our radar. Also Corporation Bank, Shobha Developers from the real estate sector. Arvind is also going to report numbers, and United Phosphorus Limited, UPL, as well. So Foram, when you look at some of these other names and stocks in particular, are you seeing the kind of uptake that one would require to increase one's exposure in any of these stocks? I'm talking about IOC, a Corporation Bank, Shobha Developers, Arvind, or even a UPL.
No, I do not see any, I do not see any opportunity in any of these companies, be it the IOC or the Shobha developers, because all are going through their own set of problems in the sectors and in companies in particular. I think from the entire earnings space that's going to report tomorrow, Dr. Reddy and Bajaj looks fairly attractive, and even in the kind of market that is right now, it's so volatile and it's so, fragile that any negative news even at a macro level would certainly dampen the sectors which are not doing good. As a result, oil and gas, realty sectors where there's so many uncertainties, I would want to stay away from. UPL, of course, I think will report very good set of numbers, but again we need to see the acquisitions that it has done, how does it pans out to be, and we would take a call once the UPL numbers are out. But among the entire basket of earnings coming tomorrow, I think Bajaj Auto and Dr. Reddy looks like a safe bet.
So Foram, before I let you go, since you mentioned that we are in very volatile, uncertain times, still one has to play the markets. The equity universe is something that many experts will suggest, a lot of financial planners will suggest that that's where you expect money to grow. So if I were to ask you, what are your top bets even in these volatile times, at least from now until just after the announcement of the election results, what are your top picks?
Yeah, so I would continue to buy companies which are growing big and have reported good set of numbers, and I strongly believe that irrespective of the macros and irrespective of the government at the helm, we should always look at companies which are doing extremely well even during the bad times. And I think Titan, Bajaj Finance, HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank all have proved themselves and are doing extremely well, and I think even in good times they would continue to do good. So I would want to go and park my money at in all these stocks. Even ITC for that matter has reported very good set of numbers. The non-cigarette business has been reporting good set of numbers for I think 2 quarters in a row now, and it's not just dependent on the cigarette business. So even ITC with its fair valuation looks very good to me. Marico is there, which has done extremely well. When the entire FMCG basket is grappling with the volume growth problems, I think Marico has reported good 7-8% volume growth and a good bottom line growth as well, with a clean management and good growth ahead. I would want to park my money in purely growth driven companies, and these would be my bets, be it the Titan or Bajaj Auto, Bajaj Finance, HDFC Bank, Federal Bank.
So what you're saying, Foram, is that a good company is a good company is a good company. No matter what times you're going through overall, any company that delivers good, strong earnings and have a proven track record, you can't go too wrong with. And those are the names that you'd like to stick with as tomorrow's bets and perhaps even longer. Appreciate you joining us on the show, Foram Parekh, with your perspective on the stocks and sectors we've spoken about. And that's it on this edition of Tomorrow's Bets. I'm Vikram Oza from me and the team. Thanks for joining us, and do keep with us on BTVi. Bye-bye.